Good morning, students. I hope you all are well. So, as we have completed our chapter number 1, food for good health. Okay. So, in continuation of that, today we will start our new chapter, that is chapter number 2, health and hygiene. And in this chapter, we will discuss about that how we can maintain our health and how the hygiene plays a important role in maintaining the good health. Okay, so student, here you can see some pictures are given to you. Okay, look at these pictures and you have to tick on the one you want to be like. Okay, so the first picture is given. See, there's a boy who's playing in the mud. Okay, he's looking very dirty. The next, there is a gentleman who looks very neat and tidy. Similarly, the third picture is of a girl who also playing in a mud. So, she's also looking very dirty. Whereas the fourth one is a picture of a girl who looks very neat and tidy. So, we all want to look neat and tidy, and we want that everyone should like us. Okay, for this, it is necessary that we should take bath daily and should wear clean clothes regularly. Okay, so next is cleanliness and care of the body. How we can maintain the cleanliness and how we can care of our body. Okay, student. So cleanliness means the state of being clean and free from dirt. Free from dirt. It is extremely essential to be clean in order to stay healthy and to be liked by others. It includes cleanliness of our body parts, clothes we wear, food we eat, water we drink, and having healthy lifestyle habits. Good habits also leads to cleanliness, also leads to good health. Next, if we everyday working and playing makes us dirty, okay, then we come in contact with germs, and germs causes various diseases. For this, we must keep our body clean and remain healthy, and keeping our hands and our 5 sense organs clean is very important. Okay, student, so it is necessary to keep our hands clean as well as our 5 sense organ, which are eyes, nose, tongue, ears and skin. Okay, so first one is about the hands. About the hands. First one is about the, so student, first one is about the hands. Okay, and it is written when to wash your hands, when we have to wash our hands. So first one is before eating. Whenever we want to eat food, then we have to wash our hands. Before and after caring for someone who is sick. If we care for some person who is sick, so before caring of that person, we have to wash our hands, and after the caring of that person who is sick, we also have to wash our hands. Before and after treating a cut or a wound. If we treat any cut or a wound, then we should wash our hands, and after using the toilets. After using the toilet, we must wash our hands. Okay, student. Next is next is after blowing your nose, coughing or sneezing. Whenever we cough, we sneeze, we should wash our hands. After touching an animal, if we touch an animal, if we touch our domestic animal or our pet, or if we feed them, or if we remove the animal waste, or if we touch the animal waste, that after that also we should wash our hands by using soap and water. Next is after handling pet food. If we handle the pet food, okay, then also we have to wash our hands. After touching garbage, So we are in habit of putting the things in the dustbin. So it is necessary to wash our hands properly. Okay, next is student, steps are given, okay, to wash hands. What are the steps that we should follow to wash our hands properly? Okay, first is rub hands palm to palm. We should rub our hands from palm to palm. The first step one is. Next is right palm over left dorsum with interlaced fingers and vice versa. First one, the right palm over the left and then the left palm over the right, and we have to follow this vice versa, matlab one after the other. Next step 3 is palm to palm with fingers interlaced. We should interlace or interlock the fingers and we should wash them or rub them against each other. Next step 4 is back of fingers of opposing palm with fingers interlocked. This one, okay, like this. Then step 5 is rotational rubbing of left thumb clasped in right palm and vice versa. We should rub our left thumb with the right hand and the right thumb with the left hand. Okay. Next, step 6 is rotational rubbing backward and forward with clasped fingers of right hand in left palm and vice versa. Means right hand should be clean with the left hand and left hand should be clean with the right hand properly. So these are the 6 steps that we have to follow while washing our hands. Okay student, so next if we talk about how we can take care of our sense organs. Okay, so first one it is, if we talk about the eyes. So as we all know that eyes is our sense organ that help us to see the things, and we must wash our eyes and face with cold water many times a day. Okay, not at the time of bathing only. We should wash our eyes and face 3-4 times in a day, and we should always protect our eyes from dust particles and bright light, because as a result of this, what happened, our eyes can be damaged. Next, if we talk about the next sense organ is nose, and we must clean our nose properly. We should use a handkerchief. Use a handkerchief whenever we blow our nose, and we should not put our fingers in our nose to clean it. Never put your fingers in the nose to clean it. Okay student. Next, if we talk about the next sense organ is ears. Okay, so if we talk about the ears, so ears are the organs that help to listen properly, and for this we should clean our ears properly. Okay, because there is a deposition of wax that we have to clean, and we must not put a matchstick or a pointed object into our ear, because it may damage the ear drum and we will become deaf. So we should use a clean earbud to clean our ears. Next, if we talk about the teeth, we should clean our teeth properly and twice a day, in the morning time and at the bedtime, and move the brush gently. Okay, because if we rub it very hardly, what will happen, that will damage the roots of our teeth, and we should not rub our teeth very hard. Okay, so if our teeth damage, so we will not able to take the or not able to taste the food items. Next is hair. We should clean our hairs with a good quality soap or shampoo and oil them on regular basis. And brushing and combing of hair twice a day is also essential, because if we do not do this, so we also look dirty, and that is necessary to maintain the hairs look good. Next, bathing. Bathing is also necessary to take regularly, and we must take bath with soap and water every day. If we are bathing without using soap and shampoo, so there is no need of bathing. okay, because they do not clean the germs and the dirt that is present on our body, the smell of sweat and all that. For this we should use the soap and shampoo, okay. Next is we must wear clean clothes. So student, if we are bathing daily but if we are not wearing the clean clothes, so there is no importance of taking the bath regularly, because if we are wearing the same clothes, so what is the use of bathing regularly? Next, although keeping ourselves clean is extremely important, yet it may not be enough. There is a great possibility of us falling sick if our surroundings are unclean. So student, if we are keeping ourselves clean, we are taking regular bath, we are washing our hairs properly, we are cleaning our ears, we are brushing our teeth, okay, and we are also wearing clean clothes, but in spite of that we may fall sick if our surrounding is not clean. So it is necessary to keep our surrounding also neat and clean, okay. So here it is given that what are the environmental factors that cause diseases caused due to environmental factors. What are the environmental factors that causes disease? So people suffer from various diseases caused due to lack of clean surrounding like cholera, malaria, dengue, diarrhea, respiratory problems, okay, like asthma and all that. They are also caused due to this, if the surrounding or the environment is not clean. So for this, measures should be taken to reduce these environmental diseases, such as promotion of safe household water storage and better hygienic measures, and prevent stagnation of water. Stagnation means collecting of water at a place. Use of cleaner, safer fuels, more judicious use are use and management of toxic substance at home and workplace, and better water resource management, etc. So by following all these things, we can also play a very important role in keeping our environment clean, and thus we can prevent the diseases that are caused due to if the environment is not clean, okay student. So today we have discussed about it, how we can keep ourselves clean, how we can keep our sense organ clean, and in spite of clean all these things, it is necessary to clean our environment also, okay. So student, this is all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.